going to set up another sting for tomorrow, only this time it's going to be a drop, not a meeting. And it'll be at a place designated by Angelo. That way he'll feel he's got control of the situation.
If Angelo knew that Jack was investigating him, could he maybe have something to do with Jack's death?
If you want Angelo brought to justice, which is what we all want, then you have to keep this to yourself.
Is there anything I can do before the funeral?
No, we're pretty much on top of things, mate. Leah and Irene are going to bring the food over.
Well, if you think of anything, just give me a yell.
It's good knowing that you're here.
Yes, it certainly is. Martha's very lucky to have such supportive friends.
Jack was a top bloke. I'd do anything to.
Sweetheart, can I get you anything?
Martha, I meant what I said. I'm here for you today, 100%. Whenever.
I have to see Tony.
I just wish there was more I could do to help.
You're here, mate. That's enough.
Okay, so I don't need to tell you how important today is. Right, without this money drop off to Tim, we don't have enough evidence to prove that Angelo shot Jack. Guys, this is crucial. Without it, he walks away free.
So it's still on for midday?
Yes. Angelo's nominated a bin near the pier as the drop-off point. Have you got in touch with Clark and Edwards?
They're on board, and I've told them how important it is they keep it under their hats.
Good. Okay, so while the rest of us are at the funeral, they'll be stationed at the pier just in case Angelo decides to do the drop early. And then we move into position.
And if Rosetta tries to move mid-funeral?
So do we, discreetly. Is that clear?
Yep.
I can't do it.
No, Martha.
Today, the funeral, keeping quiet about Angelo at all. It's too much. I thought I could do it, but I can't. I won't do it.
You know, Martha should be here by now. We have to leave soon.
Did you want me to go next door?
That was Ken Harper. Apparently Fitzy's gone into labour, so we'll need someone else to read the police valedictory. You know, for the commissioner. Mate, would you mind doing it?
Me?
Yeah, I know you weren't up to doing a reading last week, but this is the 11th hour, and I know Martha would appreciate it.
Sure. It'd be an honour.
Knock, knock.
Oh.
Well, how are you bearing up?
Oh, you say so. Are we ready to go?
Well, as long as Martha is.
She's not here?
No, I thought she was with you. That's where she said she was heading.
Well, she was at our place a while ago, but we assumed that she'd come back here.
Oh, we shouldn't have let her leave on her own, should we?
Maybe she's just gone for a walk, just to clear her head.
Yeah, exactly. I'll go out and look for her. Why don't you guys go and I'll meet you there.
I'll come with you.
No, honestly. There's no need. I'm sure she's not far.
No, today is hard enough without having to think about him as well.
I understand that.
You understand? You couldn't possibly understand. I felt physically ill having Angelo hug me this morning. Just the thought of him makes me want to scream, which is why it's unfair that you're asking me to do this. I don't even know if I can deal with the funeral, let alone anything else.
You're absolutely right. I can't imagine what you're feeling for a second. Nor can I imagine what it feels for you to be around Angelo. All I know is how I feel around him. How I felt around him last night. I went to his place. He was upset and he wanted me to be there. But all I could do was think about today and how important it was. And how I had to act normally around him. You know, I didn't have a choice. I couldn't risk today. Martha, we've got to do this. If not, Angelo will more than likely get away with what he's done.
You're right. This is what Jack would have wanted. You'll have to do it without me. I'm sorry, I can't stand there with Angelo at my husband's funeral.
I'm looking everywhere for you. Funeral's about to start.
I'm not going.
What's going on, Martha? Talk to me.
I'm tired. It's been one thing after another and I'm done. I've got nothing left. Jack was the one thing that got me through everything. At the end of the day, I always knew that he'd be there to support me and help me. He always gave me the strength to get through it all. He was the one person I could trust, and now I have to bury him.
I think you need to give yourself more credit. You get through things because you're an incredibly strong woman, which is why I know you're strong enough to get through this too. I'm not going to say I know how tough it's going to be for you, because I don't. But I do think that in the long run, not going will be much, much harder to live with.
You don't understand. Today is not real. It's not what it looks like.
Well, today will be about many things, but most importantly, it's about saying goodbye to Jack. No matter how hard that's going to be, no matter what else is going on, that's what we need to focus on. You need to be there for Tony. You need to be there for yourself, but most importantly, you need to be there for Jack. He wants you to be there. He needs you to be there. Nothing else matters.
Sorry. Hugo! Who's that? No idea, no.
As a parent, you're instinctively proud of your children. From the very first moment they are born, your children are always the cutest,